Hey everyone, this is Michelle Cutie Pie. Today I will be transforming myself into Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. I've been wanting to do this makeup transformation in forever, and I finally got to do it with the inspiration of the movie coming out. This is the spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender, and I'm gonna put my hair away so I can have all the room I can get to do this makeup look. This is the 360 Cashmere. You can use whatever concealer and whatever makeup products you would like throughout this video. Just find anything the same color or use your favorite product of anything that I use. I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Alien palette. It has a lot of cool colors, and pick a blending brush. I'm taking this tan color and just putting it all over my eyelids, but just lightly. With this bigger fluffy angled brush, I'm gonna take this peachy color and start my transition color. I like to start in the middle of my eye, bring it down to the end of my eye, and up towards my eyebrow. I like to build up my eyeshadow, so feel free to take your time and blend everything out. Using this blending brush, I'm gonna take this tan color and I'm going to deepen up my outer corner, and I'm also bringing this up towards my eyebrow later on, but just again taking my time. I like to dab it on there super lightly, or sometimes I like to pull a little bit to get more of the pigment, and I slowly make my way up to the eyebrow. With the same fluffy brush, I'm going to take the peachy color and reinforce the transition color, because it kind of got lost from the second color. It's time for my beautiful Jawbreaker Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take the yellow color and with this blending brush, and I'm going to add it on the middle right underneath my eyebrow, but I'm blending that right in the middle. So I'm just blending it all around that area. With a new fluffy brush, I'm going to take the black eyeshadow and I'm going to start on my outer corner of my eye, slowly and lightly dabbing it on the outer corner and blending it upwards towards my front of my eyebrow. We're going to create that depth, and just take your time and blend it. Now onto the primer. I'm using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It was only $8. It's Jeffree Star approved. And using my e.l.f. foundation in the color Sand. For concealer, I'm using this white concealer from Morphe. So I'm going to add the concealer under my eyes, on my nose, my chin, on my cupid's bow, and on the side right under my cheekbones. For my beauty sponge, I'm using the Total Face Sponge by e.l.f. It's my favorite. It's the fuchsia colored one. I love it. It gives me a flawless foundation look. For powder, I'm using the Coty Airspun in Naturally Neutral. And I'm going to just press this on my whole entire face, and don't forget the neck and the ears. At this point, I'm going to bake under my eyes, on my nose, my chin, my forehead, just the areas that I want it brighter later on. After baking, I'm going to dust everything off with my JS2 brush from Jeffree Star's Morphe brush set. For bronzer, I'm using the Pacifica Bronzed Rose and Coconut Infused Blush and Bronzer, but just using the bronzer part. I'm using this to contour for now. It's just a lightish brown color, and I'm going to use this for my base before I go darker on the emphasized cheekbones. The brush I'm using for this is the Morphe E4 brush. Don't forget your temples and your jawline for contouring. I'm going to take the fluffy brush again, and I'm going to take the bronzer and contour my nose. I like to start on the middle of my nose, going upwards towards my eyebrow, contouring the sides of my lips and underneath my bottom lip, This is a Scott Barnes trick that I learned from Tati and Scott Barnes, and so I did this to make my lips seem a little wider. Now taking the Caramel Toffee contouring palette by Wet n Wild, I'm going to take the darker color and put it on my cheeks to deepen up my cheekbones, to give it a little bit more bronzed color. Also blending the contour down towards my lips to make my face look longer. Taking the CoverGirl Honey Brown eyebrow pencil, I'm gonna fill in my brows. Make sure that it's a little bit more pointier and darker, just like Angelina Jolie's. Taking this pointy eyebrow brush, I'm gonna take the Maybelline Tattoo Studio and 382 Black Brown to deepen up my eyebrows. It's time to emphasize my cheekbones. I'm using the Moda Pro brush BMX 265 Glow and using X-Files from the Alien palette. I'm exaggerating the contour, but also looking at the reference photo to make sure the face features match. I'm gonna really speed up this video, but I'm basically just bringing that down on my jawline also and on the temples of my eyes from my outer corner all the way to my hairline. I have a rounder face too, so I contoured like part of my cheek and jawline to make it more longer looking. With whatever's left on the brush, I'm using it to contour the little details, bringing it down more, and I also put it by the smile lines. At this point, I took more of the bronzer, the Pacifica bronzer, and I'm just going over all the harsh contour that I just did to blend it out into my powder and foundation. With this Flawless Concealer looking brush, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter Illuminatrix in Crystal High, and I'm gonna use this to emphasize the highlight and that killer cheekbone just right above that dark contour that I just did. This will really give that illusion that your cheekbones are super pointy, just like in the movie. Adding the highlight on the point of my nose and the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and I'm also adding that on the inner corners of my eyes. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take the peach and start with that first for a transition, and then I'm going to take the gray color and add that from my outer corner towards the middle of my eye. And after that, I'm going to go in with the black to deepen it up even more. And right after the lower lash line, I bring the black right up to give my eyes even more depth. Just make sure everything's nice and blended. With the Moda Pro brush, I'm just blending it a little bit on my cheek and then going into that same brush that I used for my lower lash line, and I literally just cut my cheekbone with it. But just make sure you put it on slowly, just take your time and use a very light hand and be careful, bringing it from the highest point of my cheekbone, bringing it all the way down towards the end of my lip. I just use whatever's on my brush to emphasize any of the contouring, like my smile lines, my nose. For my lips, I'm using the Wet n Wild Missy and Fierce, and I use this CoverGirl eyebrow pencil to line my lips, just to give it like a stencil. And again, just putting on the lipstick. Right after I put this lipstick, I totally forgot about her contour on the lips, and then you'll see me put it on later. I am using the Roller Lash by Benefit for my eyeliner and just wing that. Using this flat brush, I'm taking the darkest color of the Brow Gal Gel to Powder and adding that on my lower lash line, bringing it towards the front of my eye. I'm using this to deepen it up, and after, using the Mario Badescu spray again to set everything. Back to the Jawbreaker palette, I'm taking the yellow and reinforcing it. For mascara, I'm using the Glossier mascara and adding that top to bottom. For lashes, I'm using the e.l.f. lashes. I'm gonna link what it's called down below, and lining my waterline with the Roller Lash because I couldn't find my eye pencil. At this point, I am getting ready for pictures. These pieces were made by my dear friend Peta. He's so amazing and super talented. He's self-taught, and one day when I was over at his place for rehearsals, I asked him if I could borrow the headdress and the costume, and I've held it for a whole entire year. And today was the day to put everything on and show you guys what I could do with this outfit and makeup. I hope you guys love this tutorial. I will link everything down in the description box below. If it's not there, I'm still working on it. And oh, here's the part where I contour my lips with the darkest color of the brow gel to powder, and this just topped the whole look because this is how Angelina's lips are. I hope you guys love this. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and let me know what I should do next. Thank you guys for watching. I also did a Veronica Lodge and Lara Croft makeup transformation a while ago. You could find that on my previous videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!